Jami-Lee Ross.
Move that the question be now.
I'm going to hear from the Honourable Ruth Dyson.
Thank you very much, Mr Chairman. I know that it's not appropriate to bring the Chair into the debate, but could I invite the Chair to join in my little quiz? I've got a little quiz that I want to start my contribution with tonight. The answer is a day of the week. That's my clue for you. So here's the question. If a stand-down period applies under this section, benefits commence as follows. Benefits, except those described in paragraph B, commence on the later of 1. The day on which the stand-down period ends. Let's say Thursday is the day the stand-down period ends, or the day on which the application for the benefit is received, whichever is later. So if the stand-down period ends on a Thursday, what day does the benefit start? Right, I heard the buzzer from my colleague in this gallery says Thursday, but for 18 and a half years, Working Income has said Friday. And in May last year, through a series of events, Working Income were told you've had it wrong all this time. You've been paying people their benefits starting on a Friday. It should have been a Thursday. And that is the problem that we are seeking to address in this question. I want to particularly urge New Zealand First members, Māori Party members and the Honourable Peter Dunn to think about that. That is the actual words in section 80BA, as only social security legislation can be numbered, 4A, 1 and 2. That's what it says. If the stand-down period finishes on the Thursday, the benefit starts on the Thursday. Working Income started it on Friday for 18 and a half years, and we're fixing that problem tonight. So we've got two choices. We can say, oh well, we'll just fess up, we got it wrong, it wasn't deliberate, of course. Nobody in Working Income read that and decided to shortchange anybody by a day, I'm sure. I'm certain no minister has over any of that period, regardless of which party they're from. So they could just say, let's fix it, we got it wrong, and say for everyone going back to 1998, since that legislation was passed, put in a claim and we'll look at it, and if you certainly got shortchanged by a day because we misinterpreted the law, we'll pay it to you. Or we can have a nasty, mean-spirited response and say, we're not going to do that. We're not going to fix a wrong that was clearly created. We're only going to pay the lawful amount to a very small percentage of people. That's what this minister has decided. This minister has decided that instead of paying what the law required, she is only going to pay from the day that her department heard about it, till the day it was determined they'd been paying it wrong. Well, that is outrageous. It's outside the law, and what the little National Party people across the chamber are going to do is vote to retrospectively make an illegal action legal and take away a day's entitlement for a beneficiary. Well, I hope they sleep well, because frankly, I wouldn't feel too good about that being my contribution under urgency in the New Zealand Parliament. I'd be thinking, truly, I worked so hard to get in here so that I could cause the law to be changed retrospectively because it doesn't suit us to comply with the law. That's what they're doing. I'd be ashamed, actually. I'd be worse than feeling not good about it. I would be ashamed to be a New Zealand Member of Parliament saying, we got it wrong, we're not going to fix it. Well, we are going to fix it for a very small number of people, but not for all those who were legally entitled to get their benefit payment from the day, on the day, their stand-down period finished. Mr Chairman, that has really frustrated me and puzzled me as to why members of Parliament, and they've all worked hard to get in here, list or MPs, they all worked hard to get in here. Is that the goal? Is that the goal, to change law retrospectively to take money off people who currently are legally entitled to it? Lacking ambition is what I would say to them if that's their goal. Mr Chairman, I just want to also comment on the process. I think the process has been outrageous. We have been denied the tabling of documents, the advice from the officials. We've got no regulatory impact statement. The question for the Minister to answer is, how is the policy, Mr Chair,
Chris